Hey, what's up, guys? This is Pete from foryourvitahype.com once again. Today I am taking a quick look at Reality Fighters. I rented this. I try not to go into any game with a bias, but this game never looked good to me, and the demo was awful. I had a hard time going into this without a bias, so I rented it. There was no way I was going to drop money on it, and this is actually my first time playing it. So they have Mr. Miyagi from Karate Kid, which I guess is kind of cool, but not really. It seems like this game has an awful lot in common with the game Pain on the PS3, where it tries so hard to be funny and just repeatedly fails over and over and over again. So there's some things that... This is me right here trying to make the face my camera, which doesn't work, so I'm going to move this in a second and take a picture of myself. But so it's constantly trying to be funny. It never is funny. I mean, maybe it's funny to kids. Maybe, maybe a 35-year-old man is not the target market for this. I don't know. But it's just a bunch of corny jokes that never are even really worth a chuckle, and in fact are just annoying and make the overall, presentation of the game crappy, I guess, for lack of a better word. So I just took a picture of myself, which was horrifying looking, but I decided to go on with that. And this is what you have to do right off the bat, too. I was hoping to just jump in. I didn't want to do the whole thing. I made myself obese because I am. I'm on a diet, though. Just hit a new decade of weight loss, so go me. Yeah, so I didn't want to do all of this. I did this at night as well. I mean, I have lights on, but I wasn't... It would be pretty much impossible for me with this camera to do the virtual, or not the virtual, the augmented reality stuff. So I was really just looking to get in to check out the fighting engine and whatnot. Gave myself a girl's haircut because I figured if I was going to look terrifying, I might as well, go full tilt. So now I have to pick a fighting style. Yeah, and so it's also telling me that I can play with buttons or touch, which of course I chose buttons because I am not... I don't know. I was just going to say something insulting, but if you like touch, that's fine. So I picked ballet as my fighting style, because I thought, hey, maybe something would be funny about that. It's not. Here I was gonna, I guess you can record noises. I have my microphone turned off though, and then it was telling me to turn it on, and then I was like, screw it. And here's me trying to figure out how to get back out. But no, I just go back in there. No. Yeah. You're almost there, Pete. There you go. So here's me checking out the options. Now I can look at the rest. The options are just sound. Your places, I think, has to do with near. Yeah, so there isn't really crap for options. There's a training, single player, and multiplayer. So I went with the story. No weapons, I guess, is an option. Not really sure. Let's see what Miyagi has to say. Yeah, and I'm just skipping it because it sucks. I mean, it's just terrible. I don't know. I didn't love The Karate Kid, but The Karate Kid is a, you know, a fairly happy memory from my childhood. And it just feels like it is having a dump taken on it right now. I guess that's funny. If you're an idiot. And then it's like, yeah, okay, you're talking. I just want to play this fighting game, and maybe I shouldn't have a chosen story. Oh, God. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Do I want to do augmented reality? No. We're going to play in an English countryside. I am pretty, I will say that. So it, you know, the camera, or the background moves as you move the Vita, which is kind of cool, but also kind of annoying, because then you have to hold the Vita in a specific manner to see correctly. Which is especially hard when you're recording. It's obviously easier if you're not recording in front of a tripod. But, even without recording, it was something that annoyed me with the demo, because, I move around a lot. I am what you would call a fidget. And so me moving around a lot means that the fucking camera is moving around a lot. And that is not okay. And this is a really stupid minigame where I have to kick boxes. The animation's fluid. I'll give it that. It doesn't look terrible either. I mean, it has an interesting look to it, you know? I mean, it doesn't look good by any stretch of the imagination, but at least it's interesting looking. But it's just so unfun. And, you know, the fighting game, I mean, you're gonna see in a minute. I think the next thing that comes up, I finally get in and get to fight somebody. And basically what you end up with, you know, when you strip out all of the bells and whistles, so if you're like me, so for me personally, augmented reality is one of those things that looks awesome when I watch videos of it. I'm like, oh, that looks really cool, but I've yet to play a game with augmented reality that I thought was good. So you get rid of that, right? You get rid of the create a player with your own face or whatever, because I would much rather be Ken Masters than that fat bastard that looks kind of like me that you see on the screen right now. So get rid of that. Get rid of all of the sound effects, because I'd rather hear, you know, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat sound effects than all of the silly stuff in this. And then you get the fighting, which you're going to see here, and it's not complete garbage. I have definitely played worse fighting games than this. But it is, yeah, I keep taking screenshots too. Evidently, if you hit both triggers at the same time, you take a screenshot in this game. So, like, it's just, the fighting's just mediocre. So you know, to me, it's like, what's the point of this game? Why does it exist? Why would you want it? You know, it's like putting out a mediocre, you know, modern military shooter. You know, I think that was SOCOM 4's problem, for instance. I'll say that, and I'm a fan of SOCOM 4. I think SOCOM 4 actually falls a little bit more into a niche. But you live in a world where Battlefield and Call of Duty, between the two of them, sell over 30 million copies. And then you put out a game that's just not as good as those games. And the question is, why? What, like, who wants to play that? Like, oh, I'm gonna go play that, when there's these better versions of things out there. I don't think that's entirely fair to SOCOM, because SOCOM does do some things different, and I actually prefer SOCOM to both of those games. But you get my basic point. Why would you play this game when you have, you know, on consoles, you have, you know, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, like especially with the newest patches and stuff, with the newest balance patches. is great. You know, Street Fighter 3, which is on PSN XBLA, amazing. You know, such a great, balanced, just fantastic 2D fighter. Mortal Kombat, not necessarily the most balanced thing in the world, but a lot of fun. Same thing with Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which I just recently bought for the Vita, and I'll have a video of that up soon. I actually recorded it before this. And that is just absolutely amazing. And, you know, I mean, there's balance issues there and stuff, but it looks so good and it's so fun. So you have this genre that is currently crowded with all of these amazing, and I didn't even talk about Street Fighter versus Tekken. I haven't even played that yet. I mean, that's how many fighting games that there are, is that I haven't even gotten around to that one yet. You know, so you have all of that, and then this is like why does this exist? It shouldn't exist. So here's me trying to, like, I guess like a quick fight with the built-in characters, and it's just so stupid. I mean, just look at it. It's, I just got mad. Just turned it off and pegged it the finger. Fuck you, Reality Fighters. I mean, the thing is it's not even an offensive game. It wasn't even worth pegging the finger. It just isn't good. There's no reason for it. And, alright, the screen's gone black, so I guess that's my cue to say goodbye. Check out the site for your VitaHype.com, and have a good one. Bye.